I tried to record the After Sun podcast, but I just couldn't finish it. I couldn't get to it because it involves subject matter that is very, very close to me, and I just couldn't get through recording that. I put together the information, but I couldn't get through recording it and speaking about it. And this film as well has the same kind of subject matter. Um, but so it's gonna be a little hard to talk about, but I'm gonna try. Um, so don't get me wrong, I really want to release that after some podcast, but I've just got to somehow get over what this thing is at the moment, but it might take some time to do. So at the moment that after some podcast is on the burner. Don't get me wrong, I really want to talk about that film. I love that movie, but it's trying to put on the back burner for now because of personal reasons. And yeah, a lot of that subject matter I was trying to talk about in that podcast comes up here. Just to be transparent with you guys, I lost a friend last year. That he took his own life, and not only was this person my friend, he was one of my best friends. I had known this person for almost 12 years, and yeah, it was a very shocking thing that happened, and very sad, very tragic, and it really put me in a pit. I had a very tough start to the year, mentally, and I've been, going to therapy for that since, and trying to, you know, find ways around it, but really there is no way around it. And we're trying to understand. One of the things that I've been trying to understand is what was going through this person's mind. Um, you know, what were they actually thinking? Why were they like this? But that's just something that I haven't really, even after seeing this film, that I really haven't understood yet, and I, might not ever will. But Anders' character in this film, the feelings that he's feeling, and everything feels so heavy, and I wouldn't say I fully understood it, but I kind of understood some of what my friend was going through when you just have these central main feelings, and that led me to have a very profound experience, very low experience, but a very profound experience right before I saw this film, because things got very bad towards the end of August for myself, and I started to be in that frame of mind, and just kind of, I guess, being vague about it, but yeah, being in that state of mind. And then I saw this film at the end of the month, and I don't know, it was just very things clicked into place, I guess. I had a little bit of an understanding, and it was I just had a very profound experience with myself, and then at the end of the month with this movie, and this movie really added on to that experience and that state of mind, and it just really hit me. It really hit me, this film, and it's one of my favorites, I think, that I've seen. It's definitely my favorite of that Oslo trilogy, and it's a sad one, guys. I'm not gonna lie, it's a sad one. It's probably the heaviest film on this list and the saddest film on this list, but it is one of the best did, then that's great. That's great. That's what I want you to have. I don't want you to go through, obviously I don't want you to go through those feelings, but I want you to have that experience that I had. I want you to have that connection that I had with this film. And I'll just leave you with this before moving on to the next one, because I'm getting a bit choked up. There's a great scene in this film when the main character is sitting in a cafe, and Joachim does this thing with this sound design that I found just absolutely fascinating. The character's inside the cafe, and he's hearing all these conversations around him. And I connected with this a lot because I listen to people's conversations. You know, I don't go around like fucking with a, you know, with a sound recorder or like, you know, anything like that. But people listen, people watch. It's how I get some ideas for my screenplays as well and stories. You know, if a writer is saying that they don't do that, then they're lying, because a lot of them just kind of hang around and they listen to people and they people watch. I can't speak for all of them, but I know that even some that I know, they admit to that and say that they do that. But yeah, this character is listening to the people around him, listening to conversations. Some of them are just little small anecdotes. This other person just goes on to saying how much they want to do with the world and how excited they are to do all these things. And he has a smile on his face, but there's this hint of melancholy to it, because it's not a smile. It's just this, like, you could see it from two different ways. You could see it as like maybe he can experience that. Maybe he can, you know, make that happen. Or he's having this smile of like, well, I'm never going to experience that, but I'm glad that person has that. Or it's lovely to hear that, but, you know, it doesn't help the situation. Like, there's so many. I loved his acting in this scene, but again, it's the sound design, because he hears all these conversations in this cafe, and it's all very loud, and it's all like, you know, you really are in the mindset of this main character here. And then once he's done hearing the conversations, there's this amazing thing that just blew me away. I don't know. It's such a small